Hey everyone, it's Joe here for the Bill Coors Wellness Center, and I'm bringing you the Monday stretch / mobility break. Today what we're going to use is we're going to use a little equipment here in the Bill Coors Wellness Center. We're going to use our Trx Suspension Straps. So I've got these hanging from a pull-up bar, it's nice and sturdy, but if you don't have suspension straps at your home or wherever you're exercising, what you can do is use a towel and you can pin it in between a door, make sure the door's locked, and you can give it a nice tug because you are going to be using your body weight as resistance for this suspension trainer. So this is a great piece of equipment to not only work out, but as you're about to see, do some stretches. So let's roll through a couple of my favorite. We're gonna go through about 5 stretches to help you get ready before your warm-up. So first, we're gonna start with a back stretch. You're gonna grab by the handles here, and now I'm gonna lean back on them so I have tension on the TRX. So I'm not just standing up straight, but I'm slightly leaning back. And what I'm going to do is reach, drop my hips and my back a little bit from one side to the other. This is really going to help you get a good, solid stretch on your back. And as you get more warm, you can drop your hips a little bit deeper and do a little bit more rotation. So we'll sit here and we're going to do about 20 of these. Excellent. After that, we are going to do a lunge, but not just a lunge. We're going to grab the handles facing away from the TRX. We want some tension on the suspension trainer. I'm going to lunge and go out into a chest slide, and with this, I'm going to rotate. So I have tension on my arms and shoulders. Lunge, rotate. Now, if you just have your towel, you're going to need to keep it together, just like this, but you can do the same thing. We're stretching our hip flexors, our glutes, and our core, as well as our shoulders. But if you have a suspension trainer, this is a great one to lean into it and get a good shoulder stretch. Excellent. So after we do that lunge with the rotates, we're going to turn back around facing the pivot point, and we're going to do a side lunge. With this side lunge, I'm going to grab by the hoops right here. And I'm going to do a nice stretch. This one again is going to get my back just like that first stretch. And we're going to move nice and slow. Sink your hips back and down so I don't want to be falling forward. My arms are tight, shoulders are tight. And I'm just stretching my hips, my glutes, as well as my shoulders and back here. You'll get a good stretch on this movement. We'll go a couple here. Next, we're going to do a hinge movement. So 2 different ways to do it. We can do single leg or double leg. I'll show you all both. What we're going to do is stand shoulder width apart. And it's important, this is key to keep tension on the TRX. So I'm going to stand up tall. Then I'm going to do a hip hinge where my butt is going to go back and I'm going to stay flat with my upper body. So I'm leaning on the TRX, no bend in the knees. So I'll show you a couple of these right here. Good posture, nice stretch. You're going to feel it in your hamstrings and your back. Now, if you lose tension, it's going to change the movement. So you want to lean on there while you're setting your hips back. To advance this up, you're going to do a single leg RDL. So same thing, single legged. This is going to add an aspect of balance and stability and really feel the range of motion for this movement. Cool. Last stretch that we're going to do after those hip hinges and RDLs is just a deep squat. So similar to that side lunge, but we are going to lean back, so I'm not arching my back. I have good posture, leaning deep into it, and this is going to help you sink into your hips, pressing through your heels, and you can play around with this range of motion. You're just sinking and holding. You can even come out of it, come back in. And that is going to do it for our TRX suspension trainer mobility / warm-up break. If you guys like this with some equipment, reach out, give us some feedback. We'd love to hear back from you. Have a great Monday. Cheers.